Right, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I just popped out. I didn't record whilst I was out, but I went to B&Q and I got a slightly bigger propagator, and then I also got an even bigger propagator. So my begonias that are in this baby propagator are going to be upgrading to the medium propagator. So I'm going to quickly do that. This is probably going to be part of a different video as well, because this is going to be super quick, but I thought I'd show you guys. And hopefully it'll give them a lot more room to grow, and I might be able to get a few more begonias out of my propagation box to add to that bigger propagator, so they'll start growing as well. Right, okay, so I still haven't found my tripod, so I'm going to be holding my phone. Cool. Right, this is the Helen 2-Pel, I believe. And that is doing really well. It's in such a small pot still, but it's doing fine, so I'm not too worried about it. Then we've got this begonia breakdance, which is growing really well. It's got a lot of leaves now. God, that's actually doing really good. So that can go in the middle, and then we've got this baby breakdance, which can go in the front, so I can get lots of light, I guess. Okay, moment of truth. Are they still going to be touching the roof? Perfect. It's not much of an upgrade. Well, to be fair, actually, it's quite a big size difference. Cool. Okay, so now at least they're not touching the roof, although that basically is touching the roof. But they've got space to spread out and grow, so that is one goal achieved. Right, okay, so it is the next day or 2 days later, and I went to another B&Q yesterday and found some really good bargains. So I'll show you those quickly. You can actually see two of them. Wait, one of them there, and one of them there. So I'll do those first, actually. Right, so I got a liquid amber, and everything was half price. So £45, £22.50. And then I got a silver birch. This is Bachelor Jack Montii, and the same price again. And they're pretty big. Let me quickly. So they're about 7. Well, the birch is like 8 foot tall, and it's got a lot of. It's like branching out, pretty nice. And it's just starting to get some of its coloration. I know it'll take a couple more years to look like decent, but that's a really good price for that. And then I got, this is the liquid amber, which I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but it's about 6.5 foot tall. Obviously, if you once it's planted, it'll be a bit shorter because of the pot, but yeah, it's got a lot of nice branches. So I was very happy with those because I was planning on getting a liquid amber and some birches anyway, so to find them on sale was really lucky. Right, and then we've got a star jasmine, so Trachelospermum. This was half price, so that was £4.50. And we're going to obviously try and grow that up a trellis somewhere. I don't know how well you can see because it's got the grass behind, but and then we got a Cornus midwinter fire, and I'm going to propagate the crap out of this to get a couple more, because let me try and show you the colour. So obviously it starts really like pale, a bit of a yellowy colour, and then it goes up through orange to like deep red at the top. And when that's established, it looks really, really good. And that was £4.25, which is an absolute bargain. Yeah, and then moving over here, some more bargains. I got 3 aces. So we've got, look at the price on that. A yellow, an orangey coloured one, which is a pretty good size, and that was £1. Then another orangey coloured one, so it's the same. Yeah, the same as that one, so £1. And I noticed in here it actually has some stiper growing in there, stiper tenuissima, so I'm going to take that out and grow that because I want some of those as well. So they're looking good sizes. And then I got this, oh, let me actually read the variety. So this is Acer palmatum Katsura. And then this one is Acer palmatum Benny Mako. And this, again, was £1, down from 15. And this is a lot more red. And it's quite a bit bigger. Sorry about with the old kitchen that's in the garden. But yeah, these like acidic soil, so I'm going to keep them in pots in the front, I believe, in the front garden. Yeah, so they're looking really good. I obviously just need to buy some pots for them. And then these will be going in the front garden as well. So we got this one, which I don't know the name of. Where are we? Oh, it's a Shamioki Paris. Yeah, Shamioki Paris. Piscifera, and it gets to like that. Although I was thinking I've never seen one that size before, so hopefully it's not too difficult to keep. But that was down from £18, so it was like £9, so it's still kind of expensive, but it's going to look really cool once it gets bigger. And then we got some of these little junipers, so juniperis, green carpet, and these just cover a bit of ground cover because our front garden is huge and we do not know what to do with it. Well, I have a loose plan, but it's just going to take a lot of years to kind of look how I'm picturing it. So I've got 3 of these. I'm going to plant these kind of a couple of feet apart. Maybe I should probably plant them about 1 meter apart from each other, actually, because in the long run they are going to meet up in the middle. I just love these. I had an idea to try to turn one into like a bonsai, but I'm not gonna. No, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna plant them as ground cover. And they were £3.25 each. So got some really good deals, especially the Acers and the little freebie in there. What else do we have? I'll go up the garden and show you guys some of the other plants I've got. Oh god, slip. Right, okay, so over here, just got a couple of my carnivorous plants. That is very full of water. Right, okay, what have we got? I bought this clematis, camellia. This is a white flowering camellia, and I think I got that on sale for a couple of quid. The label has blown off and it's down the other end of the garden, but then we've got these very sad looking rosemary. I bought this from B&Q. It was on discount, and this is why. So, yeah, I don't know how much we paid for that. Hopefully not much. Then over here, we've got 2 blueberry bushes. The variety is Blue Crop. And I got those on a really good price as well. I got those online, but they were really cheap. I can't remember how much they were. Oh, and this has lost its label as well. So we've got some Rubus cockburnianus, and this is going to be going in the front garden as well. And I wish I bought a few more of these. These are grown for like winter interest, so the stems turn really white in the winter. I want to try and propagate it, but I'm going to let it grow for a couple of years first. Yeah, but I was really excited to find that. And it doesn't have the price on, but I'm pretty sure I only paid like £4 or £5 for that. Here, again, we don't have a label. What's going on with all my labels? This is a pomegranate, and I bought this for my partner because he wanted a pomegranate. He's always wanted one, so I'm hoping it grows. It doesn't, I can't see any buds or anything, and I don't know. I've never grown one before. If you've grown one before, please give me some advice on that. Yeah, so I've got these 2 cold frames, and these were really cheap. They were on sale for £25. They're only like cheap, but I thought when I get my greenhouse they can go up against the greenhouse. In here, some of these plants are looking a bit bad because we had a really cold spell where we got down to like minus, I think it got to -7. So we've got some Perovskias, which to me not looking good, although there's some buds actually near the bottom. So there's 2 of those. We've got one, there's this parsley, yes, parsley. We've got a couple of types of mint. This one is not looking good. Let me point out the stuff that do look good. This mint is surviving, and that is, which one was that? citra lime, another rosemary, which was on... These did not look like this when we bought them, but we got some really cold weather and I think they just weren't ready for it. Oh, right. Then I've got a couple of propagations of my Hylotelephiums, that's the word, also known as sedums. These were from my parents' garden. I just took some propagations and they are growing. Same again here. Some rosemary propagations which ain't looking too good. Dang it. Oh no, they're really not looking good. Some of them look like they're gonna survive, but I took these from my parents' rosemary and they've all rooted, but the cold has just got to them a bit too much by the looks of it. And then we've got some salvia amethyst lips. We've got 4 of those and they are super easy to propagate, so I might propagate those in the summer or when they're growing. Yes, that's just a few bits there. What else do we have? A couple of herbs, so we've got thyme and oregano, and then this is not what it says on the label. This is a seed grown hellebore and it's taken a bit of a tumble, so these leaves are breaking off, but there's some new buds coming up. So yeah, and this is a seed grown cross between my mum's one and my one. That sounds weird. Plants, so hopefully the flowers will look pretty good because it was 2 really nice varieties. And then finally I got some packs of snowdrops. They were, the only reason I bought these was because the woman at the tills said that, do I want them for 30p? So I just said yes please. So I've got 4 packs of those. I know it's probably not the best time of year to plant them, but I'll give them a chance and I'm sure they'll come up just fine. Right, and this is my semi-temporary fix for the humidity for the alocasias. I've put them in this upside down Tupperware pot and I just really hope that this works. The black velvet looks fine. I've taken the Red Secret out of its cover pot and I've just put it in here. Hopefully it likes it, but I can see a little bit of mold, so, and there's mold on that one as well, but I'm just really hoping that it works out. I only put them in there yesterday or the day before, so I'll give it another week, see how they do, and then I can change it if it gets worse or better. Right, and back into the little propagator here. I did take out this begonia from the propagation box. This is a green Sumatra or Sumatra green. I have had to stake it out with a little twig because it was just a bit floppy. So I've actually potted this up in some ericaceous compost because that was all I had. And there's a bit of sphagnum moss in there from the propagator box. And I'm just hoping it does well. I've given it a little bit of water, but it's like just moist, it's not too wet. And obviously keeping it inside this propagator is going to do it some good. And fingers crossed it grows. I was thinking actually I'm going to cut 1 or 2 of those leaves off and propagate them just in case this fails. So that I've got some backups. I do actually still have one other, I think there's 1 or 2 of these left in the propagator, the propagation box. So I think I'm going to take another 1 or 2 off there just as backups. Because the root system weren't too good. It was a bit weird. It was like the rhizome was so long where it had been in there for so long. So there was roots growing along the whole length of the rhizome, which was about this long. So I kind of wrapped it around itself and planted it. I don't know if that was the best thing to do, but we will definitely find out. Yeah, but how pretty is that? And yeah, I'm keeping them inside this propagator because I've decided that is the only way I'm keeping begonias from now on, inside the propagator. Although I do have some begonias, or I say some, I have 1 other begonia that has never been inside a propagator and it's always done really well. I'll quickly show you that actually, I'll bring it in. Right, so here's the begonia that I was just talking about. This is the original begonia that I got years ago, like 3 years ago I want to say. It's a bit covered in dust and the colour's so different to how it used to be. Because when I first got it, it was like very pink, now it's very red. Yeah, look, more like that colour. There you go. That's the colours it used to be. That's weird. But this one has always been in this pot, and it has died off maybe 3 or 4 times where I've just let it dry out too much, and then I water it again, and then it perks back up and completely grows back again. And this one, I've never had this in any special need, like special, it's never had any special treatment. I've always just had it wherever it is, like low humidity, high humidity, etc. And it's doing really well. So it's obviously just certain begonias that do not like that sort of treatment. And I've got to try and find more like this. I feel like I've got another begonia somewhere. I'm not sure. Right, so it is another day, maybe 2 days later, all in the same video, so it's going to be a proper weird mix-up of video. But I've got a little parcel. I bought this on eBay. I won't tell you what it is because I'm about to open it. And then I will pot it up after. I'm probably going to put this straight into my propagation box. You'll see why. But I'm really excited about this because I've wanted this for so long, but it's been one of those things that's kind of, it's a bit expensive for what it is, but then it's also expensive because not many people grow it. It's expensive because not many people grow it. That's what I meant, if that's not what I just said. So this is a type of ficus, the creeping ficus, and it is, oh my god, it's so cute. It's Ficus quercifolia? Ficus pumila quercifolia, I think. I may have said that kind of wrong. But it is the frog. It's also known as string of frogs. And it actually looks so healthy. So it was this was £7 with like free postage, which is kind of a lot for unrooted. Well, it's like a lot to me. It's not a lot really, but oh, it's so cute. So I'm going to propagate these, try and grow them a bit. These are really, really good terrarium plants. I think they are grown mostly as terrarium plants, and they're quite popular in the frog keeping community. Like terrarium people love these. Oh, it's so small. Yeah, so they aren't. So I don't know, some people may look at this and be like, Jerry, what is that and why have you paid money for that? But some people might look at that and see frogs, and if you're one of those people, welcome to the club. Can you see frogs? They just look like tiny little frogs. So yeah, two of these, they have actually got some roots on, so it's not a complete like, I'm happy with those. They look really good. And the seller actually sent them on sphagnum moss as well, which is really good because I keep going to my parents and forgetting to bring back my sphagnum moss. I've got like a bag of it in the garden somewhere, or like in my greenhouse, and I just keep forgetting to bring it. So let me show you. I'll turn the camera around and show you it a little bit better. Right, so there's a slightly better picture of it. You can see just how cute it is. Yeah, look how sweet that is. And you do kind of have to use your imagination to see them as little frogs, but I do definitely have a good imagination. Right, so it is now another day. I think 2 or 3 days later again. That's got to be 2, but I'm just going to show you. I did pot up my little Ficus quercifolia, and I also bought some other little plants on eBay, which I'll show you now. Yeah. So this is the little Ficus potted up. I'm keeping it in this tiny terrarium. And then these guys are commonly known as mind your own business, but I'll put the Latin name on the screen, and I just bought 3 little pots of those. They will be going out in the garden in the spring. They are hardy, but the seller said that they'd been keeping them indoors, so I'm gonna gradually put it out into the garden when it starts warming up. Look how cute they look. I can't wait for them to grow. I really hope they grow well. yeah, so that is everything. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There was a lot of stuff in it, but I think that was probably quite fun. It was definitely fun to film. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.